No way.
This is bad.
Wait, that guy is actually real?
A long, long time ago, a calamity ravaged the land far and wide. This calamity was so terrible and so disastrous that just speaking her name was akin to inviting trouble in.
Please calm down, everyone.
In the end, a simple shepherd was the one to bring her reign of terror to an end. However, before she disappeared from this world entirely, she gave birth to 3 children of her own. Her youngest is only known to the world now by his title, the Null.
All right, settle down. The headmaster isn't finished
They
yet.
say that the Null is the second coming of the calamity.
Please, remain
They
calm.
say
I'm always
he led to the rise of monsters that even monsters fear.
Your professors will each advise you on how we're going to proceed.
They say
Our
that he
priority
carved
is
his
making
lover's
sure
heart
you stay
out
safe.
underneath the harvest moon,
Let's head
creating
into
one of the
building.
most powerful magical artifacts
Places,
known
you're
to
so
mankind.
classy.
That's our class rep for you.
They say a lot of things about me.
I want to emphasize that nothing's certain yet. There's a potential threat, but the key word there is potential. Above all else, your safety is our top concern. I haven't lost a student yet.
Do you mean it's possible that it wasn't the Null?
It's possible. We only have our suspicions one way or another, but it's enough to make us err on the side of caution. Listen up.
The professors had unanimously agreed to change their curriculum in a number of ways for the sake of their student safety.
Curfew will be established for all students staying at the dorm.
Avery explained the new rules and regulations that would be going into effect around the academy. Her students listened in stunned
Those who don't
silence.
live in the dorms are required to follow the city's guidelines.
The situation in Ashbourne itself was similar.
Mayor Carlisle said that?
Yeah. Curfew's been established. No one's supposed to be out after 8 p.m.
Wow, this is starting to get serious, isn't it?
He was sweating pretty hard. Is the Null demon really that bad?
All that and more.
You two. Class is starting again in 5 minutes. Don't be late.
We're coming.
Professor Mason felt it would be a good time to go over what we know about
Despite
the
her
Null
best
demon in our
efforts to keep them
lessons,
calm,
but
Professor
sadly,
Avery knew that alleviating their
we're going to
stress
discuss
was
the
nearly
history of
impossible.
demonic lines today instead.
Rumors were flying left and right in no time.
Are you gonna tell your parents?
Are you kidding me? They'd yank me out of school entirely.
I get it. I feel like Mike should know, though.
You're just lucky yours don't even know the half of what he has done.
Allegedly, he is the one who led to the demise of several frontier towns in the 19th century.
I've heard that he's responsible for the madness that plagues the demon race.
People like to talk.
I hear he eats babies.
That one's just offensive.
Babies, Oliver, seriously.
I mean, probably?
Come on, weren't you paying attention in class?
Well...
Hey. We're not going to get anywhere by panicking about it.
Oh, come on, Eleanor. We're all freaking out over here.
Don't tell me you're not scared.
Of course I'm scared. But what good is being scared going to do me? The best thing I can do is look ahead and move onward.
Yeah, right. I bet she's just as terrified as the rest of us.
You don't look too scared to me, BB.
I had to throw down with that Scorn guy. The demonic boogeyman doesn't scare me. Come on, let's see if Leah's heard anything.
Ooh. Don't tell me you're bailing on us, Lee.
Oh, no, not at all. But they're getting strict about closing Town Hall down, so I figured I'd take some projects back to my flat instead.
You have a flat?
BB, did you think she lived here?
I mean, there was a sleeping bag rolled up in the corner, so...
Aw, Lee, no.
I have spent a few nights out here, but yeah, I've got a flat. If nothing else, I can get some research done.
Into the mausoleum, right?
I haven't had a chance to really look into it yet after... Your mayor's really high-strung. You know that?
No one likes him.
I think he's funny.
I'll do what I can. There's not a lot to go on, though.
I do have an idea of another lead.
Oh, yeah? Hit me.
Levi Walker.
Ugh. Isn't that Mr. Mean Guy?
That's the divine hero you were telling me about, right?
I know this sounds crazy, but I don't think those were dreams. I mean, they were, but they weren't my dreams. That's what he kept saying anyway. I've never actually picked up skills from my dreams before. I flew in one once. I definitely can't fly. And he was just so annoyingly real. I know it sounds insane.
Nah, it makes sense. I get it.
I believe you.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, but it's not gonna make things much easier though, BB. I mean, it's not like we can visit you in your dreams.
And even if he was around, no one's seen him in years, right?
We can help.
That's what I was saying.
Uh-huh. Care to explain, guys?
What do you think we do when we're not out here in your realm?
Spa days?
I wish.
I would love that ever so much.
I'm guessing you guys go somewhere else since you said your realm?
Ding, ding, ding. Give the kid a prize.
We traverse between here and the spirit realm.
And we talk with a lot of spirits.
And I'm betting a lot of spirits would know a thing or two about a divine hero that the textbooks wouldn't tell us, huh?
If we ask them nicely.
That would be a huge help.
On it.
How bad are things over at school?
They're not bad, just
Our practicals are canceled until further notice.
Which is good for you, since your staff is still busted.
It's fine.
Your staff broke?
It's seen better days.
What happened? It's cracked straight through.
It was like that after the Scorn incident, right?
Yeah, it couldn't handle the blaze power that I used.
I see. So the staff is like a conduit of sorts, huh?
Right. Being a mage of mimicry means I pick up powers from other people, but that could put a real strain on me if I didn't use something like this staff.
Which means that ability must be really something if it's breaking your staff like that.
Well, we've all got our limits.
I said it's fine.
It was fine for now, but would it remain fine? That thought lingered in Beatrix's head. Help would be necessary with harnessing her power before it grew out of control.
So, how's the steak?
It's good. It's real good.
Well, I don't know what they told you at school, but Mayor Carlisle addressed the town around noon, and then, well, he made a point of visiting every single business.
Yeah? I bet you loved that.
He wouldn't leave.
What did he say?
It was mostly about the curfew, and how they're gonna make all the businesses close at a certain hour, which is the same thing.
I bet he told you the same thing at least 5 times.
You know, I counted. It was 7.
Yikes. Hey, Dad? Mom was a mage of mimicry too, right?
She was.
How did she manage to control her power?
Beatrix,
Yes?
is there something you want to tell me?
No.
Uh-huh.
I promise.
Okay. You know I trust you. I'll be honest with you. I don't really know, because I was never really part of that world. I do know that it took a lot of hard work for your mother to do what she did.
Yeah, but how?
She definitely had a mentor of some kind.
Who?
Like I said, I don't know. But she was always training and practicing and, things like that.
Aren't those the same?
There is a difference, young lady.
I don't know. They sound the same to me.
I admit that there is a certain...
It wasn't much of an answer,
which you are completely...
but it was the direction she needed.
Okay, calm down.
How cruel.
A mentor could provide support and raise her to the next level, which would be necessary given the apparently imminent threat.
40 yet.
Ugh, decrepit.
And so the next day, Beatrix turned to the first person that came to mind.
Headmaster?
Beatrix.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I caught you before.
Calm down, please. Your face is quite red.
Right. Sorry.
You don't need to apologize so much either. Here, come with me. Now, what can I do for you today?
I was wondering, since, we've got this Null thing and there's been all the guys in the woods.
Yes?
Please train me.
I beg your pardon?
My dad said that my mom maintained her powers by training a lot and she had a mentor. I think I could really help with things here.
A mentor, is it?
I know you're a very busy person, and I know we have a lot of really talented students here who could benefit from your knowledge, but still, if you can, please teach me.
Come by my office after your classes today.
Really?
Really.
Thank you so much.
Careful there. You're starting to get red in the face again.
Oh.
I'll see you later then.
Right. Thank you again. Whew. That worked out better than I thought.
What worked out better than you thought?
Were you eavesdropping?
Is it really eavesdropping if you're practically shouting to yourself?
I wasn't shouting.
You are now.
You know what? Not even you can bring me down today, Eleanor.
Uh-huh.
Because the headmaster has agreed to train me, thank you very much.
I didn't ask... What?
Better get your hearing checked.
The headmaster picked her? Figures.
Despite everything, normalcy seemed to settle back in, at least for the most part. With their future practicals off the table for now, the students had to focus more on the mundane.
Your essay will be due in 2 weeks. Don't go over 3 pages. I mean, you can, but I won't read it. And that's it for today. Convallaria?
All rise. Class dismissed. Thank you for your hard work.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm kind of in a hurry.
Angela,
Yes, class rep?
don't tell me you forgot that you're on cleaning duty today.
About that.
I know you're not about to say you forgot. Thanks, Angela.
I'll help.
Great. Awesome. Thanks, Miles.
It was a small delay, but a delay nonetheless. By the time Angela finished with her duties, most of the students were already gone.
Hope you two had better luck than I did today.
We did.
We sort of did.
We totally did.
Yeah? Go on.
Okay, well, first of all, we also asked about the Null, and no one wants to talk about him.
Not a one.
These guys were just like...
We can't say.
Or...
You've heard the stories. That's enough.
Well, nice to know the big bad boogeyman has even spirits shaking. While I applaud you two in your initiative or whatever, let's put that on the back burner. Tell me about what's-his-face.
Okay, so get this. We've got a lead.
But shouldn't we wait for the others?
If you insist. But no, fine, it's a good call. No point in repeating ourselves, right? I bet BB's already at the workshop by now anyway.
Beatrix was not, in fact, at the workshop.
Come on, you can do this. Just knock.
Come in. No, I have a student waiting on me. Yes, your call is quite important to me. Yes, I understand. Mayor Carlisle.
I'm so sorry.
I understand your concerns, sir, but I really don't see what else any of us can do. We're investigating the threat to the fullest extent of our abilities. No, guns would not be effective against him. I realize they are big guns, Mayor, but they still would not have much of an effect. We're still planning on it, yes. We have it every year. Why should this one be any different? We can't allow this monster to rule our lives. I understand. Yes, of course. If you need a moment, then by all means. Take care. My apologies you had to hear that. That man is...
a jerk.
Insufferable was the word I was going to use, but yes, that works as well.
He's freaking out about the Null too, huh?
It's understandable, particularly if you're an average person. I'm afraid he wants us to cancel the festival.
What? No!
It's a possibility I haven't ruled out yet, but I'd rather not if we can help it.
Let's hunt this Null jerk down then. I bet we could take him.
We?
You and me.
Where is this confidence coming from? I would have thought that your mother had told you stories about him.
I took care of Scorn, didn't I? He's history. So what's another monster or two?
Ah, I see. Tell me, Beatrix, do you really believe that you beat Scorn? That he's history?
Why would you say that?
I suppose I should tell you. Scorn is a monster unlike any we've ever encountered.
Isn't he just a demon or something?
If only he were, that would make things much easier. No, Scorn is what we call a hellbeast.
Hellbeast.
To be more precise, their kind was originally designated as the Omnique Volatili, the ravenous ones. They are monsters who must feed upon people to thrive.
Ugh, that's awful.
It's been said that they were initially created by mankind in an effort to put themselves on even ground with the demon race, as well as the gods. That, of course, did not go as planned. In the beginning, there was the Gilded Beast, Trauma, and the Parasite Fiend, Apathy. The former was responsible for the massive decline in mages of familiarity, while the latter indulged in any sort of mage.
And by indulged, you mean?
Devoured, yes.
Ravenous ones.
Over time, more of these creatures became known. Purity, Grim, Desire, and of course, Scorn. And though they have their own secret society of sorts, no one knows what they want or what their true purpose is beyond that. It has been said, however, that the Null worked with them once upon a time.
So Scorn could be working with the Null.
It's entirely possible, and that's why we need to be extremely careful.
Well, I'm still willing to help. Whatever it takes. We can't let these jerks run wild and ruin the festival.
Quite right. I need to take this. Perhaps you could go and get warmed up in the courtyard? I'll meet you down there shortly.
Oh, right.
Valens speaking. Why, Mayor Carlisle. Did something happen in the last 10 minutes that I should know about?
Wow. Everyone's getting really worked up about this, aren't they?
Wimps.
It's understandable.
Ugh. Jesus. I don't think I've ever seen Oswin's clothes before 5. Wild.
No takeout for us tonight.
You've got to lay off that stuff anyway.
Ugh. You think we're getting into town hall today?
Not with that crowd.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry, I don't know anything. Just an engineer.
Hey, Lee, over here.
Oh, Angie.
Look at you, little Miss Popularity.
They're not all here for me. They're all queued up for Mayor Carlisle.
Yikes. He must be freaking out.
He's not the only one. I know we were supposed to meet up at my workshop, but in light of things, I figured we could just shift to my flat already. Can you let Beatrix know?
Wait, Beebe's not with you?
I figured she was running late.
We've been abandoned by our beloved Beebe.
It's not so bad, I don't think.
Tossed aside, left alone to fend for ourselves in this cruel world.
They're there?
How will we ever recover?
I have pizza in my freezer.
Pizza!
Yeah, I thought that'd do it. Here, come on, this way.
Pizza!
Pizza, pizza, pizza!
Pizza!
Firestorm! Well, it wasn't that bad before, was it?
It's bad that you keep talking to yourself like this.
Eleanor! Stop following me around.
You're right outside the school.
I'm in the practice area, thanks.
You should probably get a new staff.
This one's fine.
It's practically tearing at the seams. What are you even doing out here? I thought you'd be heading home by now.
I'm waiting for Headmaster Valens.
Oh. Did he stand you up?
No, he's on his way. Once Mayor Carlisle stops calling him constantly anyway. And then we're going to train together and he's gonna help me figure out what's wrong with this stupid spell.
You don't need the headmaster to tell you what's wrong with that stupid spell.
Oh yeah? Then what's wrong with it?
It's not the spell. It's you.
What's your problem? Do you always have to put me down like that?
I didn't mean it like that. What I meant was, look. Do you see how messed up your staff is?
It's not messed up.
Beatrix.
Maybe.
Well, this is like your psyche, too. It's no wonder that none of your spells are doing anything. Just because you're a mage of mimicry doesn't mean you can run around using every spell. Unless you really focus and pick the ones you want to specialize in, it's only natural your power would wane as time goes on.
Eleanor's words struck a chord within Beatrix.
Aha!
But moreover, they made her realize something about the strange dream she'd fixated on. After all, if she'd picked up a certain power inadvertently...
What now?
No, something just... It's fine. Thank you.
Did you just thank me?
No.
Am I interrupting something?
No, not at all. Eleanor was just leaving.
I had some festival planning to do anyway. Provided that's still happening, of course.
As of now, yes. Thank you for all of your hard work.
Of course. If you'll excuse me then?
Shall we get started then?
Oh, yes, Headmaster.
And so, Beatrix and Headmaster Valens began the first of what would hopefully be many training sessions. Meanwhile, Angela and Leah were working hard on their own research.
Whole store bread could be so good.
It's very crunchy.
And cheap. So, that's all you guys found?
Yeah.
All the kind spirit lady said was to look into the expeditions of the Remilian Order.
Okay. Here's hoping that's enough.
It's not much, but it's something, right?
Is that with one L or...
I don't know. It's not like she wrote it down for us.
Someone should invent spirit paper.
Now I get what you two meant when you said you sort of had something.
It's totally something.
Sort of.
So what is the plan? Super filtered web searches?
Not exactly. Do you know what microfiche is? It's also called microfilm. There are old records that are basically preserved and kept in libraries and whatnot. You can find a lot of old newspaper articles through them. And more importantly, some of those records have a digital archive backed up and uploaded online. I have a few contacts that hooked me up with some of those archives, so I'm combing through them right now. Okay, here. I've got something. This is from... When was your academy founded, Angie? The Divine Heroes were pretty young, right?
That's the lore. I don't remember the exact date, but it was something about 1800-ish? Something like that?
Okay. Cool. So this is from 1862.
Yeah? What you got?
What Lia had was a simple article regarding an old order's charitable mission. It seemed straightforward enough.
Magister L. Walker and his crew will embark to Belleville within the coming week.
Blah, blah, blah. Plague encroaching the edge of the frontier, blah.
Until they found the photograph that accompanied the piece.
Here we go. A lot of newspapers had sketches instead, but it looks like we've got a picture for this one.
Wait a sec. Never let Professor Stingy say I don't pay attention in class again. Check this out.
What Angela had recalled was actually mostly thanks to Beatrix's assertions earlier. She'd done some research of her own on the Divine Heroes and, as a result, recalled the portrait that had been printed in their textbook. And what she had discovered was...
Is he totally like a vampire or something?
Maybe a demon? Or something, right?
That the man, Magister L. Walker, appeared to be a slightly older version of the boy, the Divine Hero, Levi Walker.
He could be a vampire.
Shut up.
A man who should be in his 80s didn't look a day over 25. There were a number of reasons as to why this could be, but for now, Angela and Lia were left with more questions than answers.
We should tell Beatrix.
Ugh. Come on, BB, answer your phone already.
Again. Good. Your form has already improved exponentially.
I'm getting it.
Well, perhaps we should stop for now.
I can keep going.
It's always good to know your limits.
Okay.
Here, drink this.
Oh, thanks.
Thirsty, I see.
Just a little bit.
Well, I can see you're already improving. Your focus has gotten much better.
Right. I think part of the problem was how scattered I'd been. If I'd just narrowed it down to a couple of powers, I think I could have been a lot better already.
The fire and lightning both certainly have potential, yes.
But they're not all that I've got in my repertoire.
Is that so?
Oh, yeah. So with Scorn,
What was that?
Is anyone still here?
They shouldn't be. Curfew will be starting soon. Beatrix, wait!
But Beatrix would not wait for anyone. Not when she could potentially face the monster haunting Ashbourne.
Where?
St. Vittoria's was a large school. Beatrix knew that locating the source of the sound would be a task in and of itself, and time was of the essence.
Okay, if I were breaking into the school, where would I go?
Beatrix, please, wait. Don't be so reckless.
Sorry, I wanted to catch him before he got away, but why would someone even want to break in here?
I'm afraid I don't know. There's nothing of real value here aside from the students.
The students? Where are the records kept?
In my office.
Their hunch was correct. The figure was indeed raiding the headmaster's office, sifting through files with purpose. As to who it was, well, no one could know for certain, as his identity was shrouded in mystery.
Put those down, right now! You're the one responsible for the vandalism the other day, aren't you? Who are you?
You know who I am.
You're the Null. Or at least that's who you're saying you are.
Oh?
Yeah, you look even more fake than I thought you'd be.
Get out. While you still can.
Headmaster! I won't let you get away. Blaze!
You're making a mistake.
The only mistake here is you.
Seriously?
Give those files back, now.
It's over.
For now.
Get back here!
She should have had it. And, in fairness, she almost did.
Too slow.
But even an imposter carrying my name has some skill.
Beatrix, are you all right?
I'm fine, but my staff... I guess it reached its limit.
We'll do our best, sir.
Thank you. Beatrix, are you all right?
I'm fine, just winded.
You overexerted yourself. This is my fault.
No, it isn't. I should have been more careful.
We both still have much to learn.
Have they been able to find anything?
Unfortunately, no. He managed to take a few of my files, but I'm certain we have backups. However, I feel we have confirmed one thing.
Oh, yeah?
We're not dealing with the real Null.
That's what I thought. They're an imposter.
It's likely. Those movements were atypical of what's been reported. I'm inclined to believe it's a fake. I imagine we'll still have to keep some of these modifications, but perhaps we can ease up a bit. An imposter isn't worth canceling the festival, now is it?
Of course not.
Indeed. Where exactly did you learn that power? The one that you used against him just now?
Oh, you mean Blaze? It's pretty great, right? It's what scared Scorn off into that tarantula nest.
It's a demonic power.
What?
Blaze is an ability that the demon race inherited from the greater demon Asmodeus. It's a highly destructive skill that is difficult for a high-level demon to wield, let alone a novice mage.
I had no idea. I thought...
Your staff broke because it could not handle the strain of that power, and that isn't even a fragment of its destructive power. It's a force that we shouldn't mess with.
Okay, but if we have it, we should use it, right? I can learn to control it. I just need a better staff, and then...
Beatrix, you're better than that. If you continue to wield that power, I cannot be your mentor.
Headmaster?
I'm sorry, Beatrix.
It was jarring for Beatrix. Was the power that she had learned from one of the divine heroes really so terrifying that even Headmaster Valens recoiled from it?
Wait outside. I'll find someone to escort you to your home.
Yes, Headmaster. I'm really sorry, guys. It's been a day.
Okay, but listen, maybe. Your guy, Mean Dream Mausoleum guy, he's maybe a vampire. Probably a demon. Whatever. Not human. Maybe that should have been a little obvious in retrospect. I had my suspicions, but we can show you what we found when you get over here.
No, it's fine. Thanks, guys. I sort of just figured it out myself anyway.
You did? Hey, why so
I'm fine, really. Promise. I'll figure it out.
Okay, but you don't have to do it on your own. We've got this, right?
Yeah, we've got this. Thanks, guys. Give up on it and let Headmaster Valens continue to train me, or keep going with something that actually scares those guys and lose the Headmaster's guidance. Mom, what should I do?
How long are you going to sit around like that?
I thought no one else was supposed to be around here.
We were finishing up with our meeting, but then we heard the noises and barricaded ourselves in until Headmaster Valens came. He asked me to walk you home.
Of course he did. Whatever, let's go.
Are you all right?
Like you care.
I'm actually asking, okay?
Did you know about Blaze?
What about it?
The headmaster said I shouldn't use it, that it's destructive and beneath me.
Well, what do you think?
Huh?
You're dwelling on what he said. But what do you think? To answer your question, yes. I knew it was demonic, and, as the headmaster so eloquently put it, destructive.
Then why didn't you say anything?
Would you have listened to me if I did?
That's not true. I would have...
You don't listen to anyone. So why start now,
I don't have to listen to everyone all the time. I can make decisions for myself.
Then, what do you think?
I think that if I keep using it, the headmaster won't train me anymore. It's not like I can hide it from him if we're working together.
So what? You don't need him. Find someone else.
But who?
Didn't you just say you can make decisions for yourself?
You can't just say something like that and expect me not to ask.
I don't know the answer. All I know is that it's someone that isn't the headmaster. He's not the end-all be-all. Think about what you want and go from there. That's all.
Yeah, maybe you've got a point.
Besides, you shouldn't train with someone you hero worship. You'll just get caught up in that and get sloppy.
And now you're just being mean.
Am I wrong?
She wasn't wrong, and Beatrix knew as much. Deep down, Beatrix knew what she had to do, and she knew she had Eleanor to thank for it.
Okay, just gotta focus. Focus.
If it worked, that is.
Hey, you!
What?
I'm talking to you, Levi Walker.
You're back? How did you get back here?
Stop being such a jerk and get down here.
Make me.
Fine.
Ow! Will you cease at once, you brute?
You asked for it.
How are you even back here?
Mage of Mimicry here, and it turns out dream magic is actually a thing.
Well, why?
Because you need to take responsibility. You're going to be my mentor.